Our votes are still being counted in Egypt's presidential election, but one party says its candidate is heading for a second round of voting. Official results aren't due until next week, but the Muslim Brotherhood says that Mohamed Morsi is into the second round. He says it could face Ahmed Shafiq, Egypt's former prime minister under Hosni Mubarak. Here's some reaction from the streets of Egypt.
We want to accept the situation so that there is democracy and we accept whoever wins. We don't want there to be any more heartache. We want someone to take over after the elections that seem to be free and fair. Even if it's 90% fair and there is 10% violation, that's not a problem.
Even if the military council tries to impose Ahmed Shafiq, then the revolution will begin all over again. And let me tell you with certainty that if they announce that Ahmed Shafiq is the president of Egypt, Tahrir Square will erupt again.
I think that as soon as a president takes over, God willing, there won't be any problems, because from now on there will be the rule of law and the country will be put in order. It'll be better than during Mubarak's era, because he forced the people to live without freedom.
Jamal Elshayyal is in Cairo for us. Jamal, how many of those votes have been counted?
Well, Shakun, it's difficult to say precisely because so far there hasn't been an official announcement made by the electoral body, the Supreme Committee, which is overlooking the election process. However, through some of the parties, like you mentioned, the Freedom and Justice Party of the Muslim Brotherhood, through the local media, Al-Ahram newspaper, Al-Masri Al-Yawm, Egypt Independent, and others, it seems that roughly about 90% of ballot papers have been counted. And from those reports, which, as I say, are unofficial, however, they are coming in generally similar to each other, despite the varied sources. It seems that the Muslim Brotherhood's candidate, Dr. Mohamed Morsi, is definitely in the lead and is almost certain to make the second round. Most of the confusion is as to who will be joining him in that runoff, whether it will be former Prime Minister Ahmed Shafiq, who was the last Prime Minister to be installed by ousted President Hosni Mubarak, or whether it will be Hamdin Sabahi, a left-wing socialist Nasserite who was actually the dark horse of this election process and managed to whip up quite a lot of support in the last 48 hours. So the main contention now and main focus is on who will join the Brotherhood's candidate in the second round. We do wait for an official statement to be made, which we've been told will happen as soon as counting finishes. There are still two major blocks to be counted. That is part of Cairo. The votes cast in Cairo have not been counted completely, as well as the close-by governorate of Giza, both of which hold a sizable or significant percentage of the electorate.
Okay, Jamal, thank you. We're going to leave it there for now. Jamal Elshayyal live for us in Cairo.